Okay, so we've reinforced all of our and replenished all of our units, and now we're going to ignore that and fight the battle called Supply Raid. Supply Raid is a difficult battle, as I mentioned in the comments, because it's none of your own troops. So you're not using any of your own guys. You're outnumbered 2-1, 3-1 in artillery, and your unit is composed almost entirely of cavalry, as you can see. And you don't have any melee cavalry, so you have very little shock capability. You do have some 10-pounders, but that's it. So your goal is to attack that supply depot. The problem is that you've got barely anyone to do it. And so there's a couple different ways you can attack. What ends up happening is if you try to attack from these woods here, you end up getting overrun. So what I like to do is swing around the flank, get into these woods, get into this building here. Which is actually a hidden fortification. There's also a hidden fortification here, both of which the units who are in them become invisible. And if you can capture these two fortifications, you can actually push up and push these guys out of the fortifications here and grab the VP. Once you grab the VP, I think you have to, I forget the exact, yeah, you have to capture the supply depot and then hold off the ridiculous horde of reinforcements that comes in. So here we go. And speed is important, which means the cavalry actually very rarely gets anywhere with this. Or sorry, not the cavalry, the artillery. And they start you off in these woods, so it's a very slow start. We'll try to get that guy up there in time. That is everybody, yep. The artillery can be very useful. What you end up doing is this sort of back and forth seesaw with the Confederate cavalry that's up here. the mobile cavalry, not the guys who are there's fortifications here, there's fortifications here. They're not very good. There's also a lot of weird line of sight issues over here. Units can appear and disappear in sort of crazy ways. Notice the artillery is still laboring up the hill. But setting up a defensive line in these trees and then pushing your way in is typically the best way to do this. And we're going to go ahead and dismount. I'll have Chapman dismount and go there. You can see there's skirmishers in there. There's 500 of them. And they're engaging me. You see there's fortifications for me here, and they're actually not bad. There's none over there. So what you can do is you can get these guys in a crossfire. Got to watch the hidden unit back here. Okay, have these guys fall back. You can see that fortification is crap, but the building is good. I'm going to dismount Davis, move him into these woods, and engage. And you can see there's infantry over there, but fortunately the infantry is... Let's see if these guys are in range. These guys are not in range, so I need to back them off. Okay, 2nd Division's in, so we'll bring them up and reinforce. I want these guys to move in right here. Fortunately, the AI could crush you with these 2 units right here. They're both 1-star, but they're 1,500 men each. All they'd have to do would be walk over and I'd be dead. Fortunately, that's not a problem. We're going to have these guys come around the same way and reinforce my troops here. It'll take them a while to get up there, but it can be done. Actually, I'm going to have these guys mount up and come back here, while forcing Davis to stay in place and fight. Oh, routed him. Okay. You see this fortification also crappy, but the buildings are good. So it becomes the same kind of thing here. And my 3rd Division is here. So these guys come this way. Come on. What I want to avoid is them getting in the water too much. And what you do, or one way to fight, or at least attempt to fight here, is just to tickle these guys a little bit. Well, you can see the cavalry is being very, very slow to approach, so they're going to get shot up. There's units coming up, so I'm going to move Chapman forward so he can engage as well. I'm going to dismount these guys. There's no cover up here. But if you can take this unit from 2 sides, you can usually push them out of there. Chapman got pushed back. Fall back, fall back. Where's Stoneman? Yep. Get those guys back in the fight. Where are you? Those guys apparently carried the attack a little too far. Actually, no. Devin, stay out to that flank. Yep, wipe those guys out. Actually, hit that artillery if you can. He's stoning up here on these lines. And at last, the infantry is moving. But they've made a crucial mistake. Those guys folded. All right, fall back. Everybody fall back. If they can get out of there in time. Someone will pick them up. I wish you could. Like, they haven't spotted the unit that's here yet. Ideally, you want to catch this infantry right out here. Keep falling back. There. Now I get him. Somebody behind Chapman. And this is why this battle is silly. Like, no, not you. Oh, their leader was killed. That sucks. He's not going to last too long under the fire of 2 brigades. Yeah, here come their reinforcements. So we've captured the victory point, but our ability to hold it is somewhat limited. Ow, that hurt. Yeah, here's where we fall back and dig in because their cavalry is coming. Taylor, take up position here. Come on, come on, come on, get out of there, get out of there. And unlike me, they have melee cavalry. No, these guys. Essentially, you have to blunt that melee cavalry attack. Supplies to the men as quickly as I can. Move Chapman a little further down. Nope. So my guys are battered, but they're holding on. Not you. You get over here. Get in there. What are you doing? Oh, he's attacking. That's what. Yeah, you're not going to get to the supplies. Fire. No, fire. Focus on those guys. Where's Stoneman? I need Davis to recover. I have no idea how those guys got rear flanked. It's turned into a big cluster where Chapman got pushed back. Oh, come on. That was ridiculous. Come on. They charged through my guys. Stay in there. Go this way. Go, go, go. I don't know why these guys are moving so slowly. Focus on... No, shoot the cavalry that's about to hit you. Come on, recapture. Damn it. They're pushing my guys back. How is he blocked? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I think I blew it. My guns are wiped out. Yeah, I blew it. I don't know how they're taking flanking fire from those guys, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, even routed, his guys killed a bunch of my artillery. Artillery's gone. Anybody back here? These guys. I've got to kill off that cavalry. My guys are ineffective. I have no idea why those guys are riding so slowly, but try to get them out of the line of fire. I have very few forces left. Taylor's the strongest unit. That's not good. Nobody's shooting. The unit I deployed doesn't seem to be interested in actually fighting. Oh, hey guys, I told you to aim this way. I don't understand what was complicated about that order. And they got wiped out. And Taylor still hasn't dismounted. Yeah, I seriously screwed this up. I forgot that you've got plenty of time. There's no rush. And you just hold this defensive line. I went too early with my attack. Another unit just shattered. This guy's insta-routed. As soon as I put him in the fortification, that was dumb. It's a terrible fortification. I shouldn't have done that. That unit was wiped out. These guys have no morale. They're taking flanking fire. They're going to die. They've got no morale. They're going to die. Even though Stoneman's right here. Ugh. Yeah, I forgot there's no time pressure. You just got to absorb their attacks. Let these guys get their morale back. All right, send them back in. Not that it'll matter. Oh, they killed my commander. Great. Yeah, the artillery's just eating them up. But they're dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. That stinks. Yeah, so that's the Battle of Supply Raid, done poorly. I forgot. I always forget that there's no time pressure. Like I feel like I'm supposed to attack and capture the point, and I always forget that there's no time pressure. You can hold on. Like the battle goes on and on and on and on. All right. Anyway, we'll be back with the post camp screen.